The world is constantly trying to provoke you, testing the limits of your patience and the strength of your character. Every day, you are bombarded by 1,000 tiny arrows. A disrespectful comment from a colleague, a delayed promotion you deserved, or a sudden crisis that threatens your peace of mind. Most people react instantly, letting their emotions leak out like water through a cracked vase, giving away their power to the very thing that bothered them. But the 1% know a secret that the masses will never understand. Non-reaction is not a sign of weakness or passivity. It is the ultimate form of emotional mastery and internal control. By choosing not to react, you are not being a victim. You are turning your mind into an impenetrable fortress that nothing can penetrate without your explicit permission. This is the foundation of the elite mindset, the understanding that your energy is your most valuable currency, and spending it on petty provocations is the fastest way to bankruptcy. To understand the power of non-reaction, you must first recognize the psychology of the trap that society sets for you every single day. When someone insults you or a situation goes wrong, your primitive brain screams for a fight-or-flight response, flooding your system with adrenaline and demanding that you defend your ego. This biological urge was useful thousands of years ago when we faced predators in the wild, but in the modern world, it is a liability. When you react, you are essentially handing over the remote control of your life to someone else. You are becoming a puppet to external circumstances. The masters of the forge understand that heat is a tool, not a reason to panic. Just as the blacksmith uses the intense fire to soften the iron so it can be shaped into a masterpiece, the Stoic man uses the heat of life's provocations to forge a spirit that is unshakable and calm amidst the chaos. He does not fear the flame. He respects it, controls it, and eventually he masters it. The first pillar of this mastery is what we call the 5-second gap, a sacred space between a provocation and your response. In that brief window of time, you have the power to choose your path. You can either be a slave to your impulses or a master of your destiny. Most people fill that gap with noise, regret, and anger. But the disciplined man fills it with silence and observation. By refusing to speak or act immediately, you create an aura of mystery and authority that unnerves those who wish to see you lose control. They want to see you break. They want to see you descend to their level because your composure makes them feel inferior. This silence is your greatest defense, a shield that reflects the negativity of others back onto them, leaving you untouched and centered in your own truth. While they exhaust themselves trying to get a rise out of you, you remain still, gathering strength for the actions that actually matter. Consider the weight of your words and the price of your silence. Every time you engage in an argument that doesn't lead to a resolution, you are losing a piece of yourself. You are allowing the world to dictate your mood and your productivity. True strength is found in the ability to walk away from a fight that serves no purpose. This is not about being a coward. It is about being an economist of your own soul. You must ask yourself, is this person or this situation worth my peace of mind? If the answer is no, then silence is the only logical response. In the history of great leaders and warriors, the ones who are remembered are not the ones who screamed the loudest, but the ones who remained calm when everyone else was panicking. They understood that the loudest person in the room is often the weakest, while the one who listens and observes holds the real leverage. You must also learn the art of strategic indifference, which is the ability to distinguish between what is within your control and what is merely external noise. People's opinions, their judgments, and their attempts to diminish you are a reflection of their own internal struggles and insecurities, not a definition of who you are. If a fool offers you a gift and you refuse to accept it, the gift still belongs to the fool. In the same way, if you refuse to accept the gift of an insult, it remains with the giver. You do not get angry at the rain for getting you wet, and you should not get angry at a fool for acting foolishly. Both are simply following their nature, and neither deserves the energy of your reaction. When you stop taking things personally, you become dangerous. You become a person who cannot be manipulated, cannot be intimidated, and cannot be stopped by the petty dramas of the average life. As you move through your journey toward the 1% habit, you will realize that reaction is an expensive luxury that you can no longer afford. Every time you lose your temper or engage in a petty argument, you are leaking the mental energy that should be used to build your empire and sharpen your skills. The master in the forge knows that his focus must remain on the steel and the hammer, not on the barking dogs outside his door. Tonight, when life tries to pull you into its drama, I want you to stay silent. Simply watch. Observe the desperation in others as they beg for your attention and your anger. You will find that by doing absolutely nothing, you have already won a battle they didn't even know you were fighting. This is the quiet victory of the Stoic, a victory that is won in the mind long before it is ever seen in the world. Finally, remember that your character is defined by what you do when the pressure is at its highest. It is easy to be calm when everything is going your way, but the true test of the 1% is how they handle the fire. If you can maintain your composure when you are being attacked, if you can stay focused when you are being distracted, and if you can remain kind when you are being treated with malice, then you have achieved a level of mastery that most people will never know. You are no longer just a man. You are a force of nature. You are the anvil that breaks the hammer. You are the deep ocean that remains still even as a storm rages on the surface. This is the path of the elite, the path of the unshakable, and it begins with the simple, powerful choice to not react. True power is quiet, and true strength is found in the ability to remain still while the world around you is in flames. Reaction is the path of the average man, but non-reaction is the signature of the elite. If you are ready to stop being a slave to your emotions and start being the architect of your soul, then it is time to embrace the art of the unshakable mind. The forge is hot, the metal is ready, and the choice is yours. Choose to be the one who observes, the one who thinks, and the one who remains silent until the moment to strike is perfect. If you are committed to this level of mastery, comment "Unshakable" below. Subscribe to the 1% Habit to continue your training and forge a life that others only dream of. The journey is long, but for those who master themselves, the world is the reward.